Some boys. Today we're going to talk about how to have better relationship with women. And I'm not talking like in a relationship sense, like, oh, is this girl going like this girlfriend, like girlfriend boyfriend dynamic? No, 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 no. I will be talking about with all the women, right? All women, like from your side of your family, from your work, from your school, in general, right? With strangers, whatever. Because it doesn't really matter. It's going to apply to everything. But why am I even talking about this? Like, who am I to talk about this? Well, if you don't know me, my name is Christian, and I was a former porn addict for 7, 8 years of my life. And I know quite a bit how pornography destroyed my perception of women. Not, no, I couldn't hold any eye contact. I was just putting them on pedestal so much. I was not treating them like, and I was just perceiving them like, I was just seeing girls like, the beings from another planet, right? And not treating them like as a fucking human, just not putting them on a pedestal and thinking there are some queens that couldn't be conquered or whatever. You know what I mean, right? And as I said, not hold any eye contact. Just couldn't hold a conversation, right? Having fucking porn flashbacks, which I will talk about here. But yeah, we'll go and yeah, as I said, if you want more in-depth help with your porn addiction, check the link in the description. It costs less than probably fucking Netflix subscription or whatever. But yeah. So we're going to talk about 70/30 rule that I created here. So as you see, this arrow is going to be kind of graph because this arrow would be visualization for for what I'm trying to say here. So 70 so if you want to have better relationship with women, maybe have a better relationship with women, 70% of it is going to be just quit porn. Quit, sorry, quit, quit porn. And I could say to you like, oh, if you want to see how you can quit pornography, check the link in the description. Yeah, I already said that earlier. And I'm not going to be like this. I'm not the fucking materialistic fuck. At least not like that. Yeah, I want to make money, but whatever. I'm going to tell you how I managed to do it. So quitting porn is going to be something that is going to take time and depends for how long you've been addicted because it's correlates. If you've been addicted for a long time, so for example, like me, for nearly 8 years, quitting this stuff is going to take much longer than a person who was addicted for a couple of months, right? But it really depends. If you've been addicted like me for 7, 8 years, this could take at best a couple of months and at worst couple of years. For me, it took like year and a half, pretty much. Yeah. So I know with relapses in between, but this is part of the journey. This is part of the process, and I know it had to happen. And for me, what I've done is reducing the amount of times I masturbated, um, replacing this habit with something good. With For me, that was this channel and physical activity like gym, cardio, running, improving my diet, whatever. And this would be it. So um, reducing the amount of times I indulge in pornography and masturbated to it, and also replacing this habit with something else, right? And also this mental side of thing, realizing that this journey is going to take time. So I cannot be bad for myself. So I cannot be bad at myself that I relapsed because because I've told myself that it's going to happen, and I need to learn from my mistakes. Why have I managed to why I relapsed now? How can I improve? Right? Just this student mindset that I think everyone should be having in 2026. But also many autistic points that I covered in my guide. Like, for example, changing your environment. It's also important. But if you want, again, more in-depth analysis, check the link in the description. I will explain there everything. Um, so, summarize this. Replacing this habit with something else, with physical activity, with your, I would say the best would be physical activity, right? With gym, with whatever the physical activity you want, right? The gym would be the best. I would advise you to do this. So replacing bad habit with a good habit, realizing that it's this shit's going to take time, and if you're not going to give up, you will fucking win. Yeah, changing your mindset, replacing this bad habit with something else. Yeah. So let's go to the one third of this arrow. So 30% of this point would be the something that I think you would know. Like um improving, like learning about female nature, or talking to girls in general, cold approaching, right? But remember, you cannot you cannot implement this part of the graph until the one until one is going to do the first part. First of all, you have to go through trials and tribulation to reach this part. So as again, 30% would be everything that I think you would know, like quitting, no, no, learning about female nature, how women really are, talking to them in general, cold approaching, just being around them in general, right? There are this because learning from experience. If you're not going to get the experience, how come can you learn, right? You need to be around someone. You need to be around people to learn from them, right? As stupid as it sounds. But I think at least in this part, I don't think it's kind of stupid. But you need to be around women to learn about them. Simple as that. Yeah, just spending more time with them, not in this like romantic type of love. Not on this like romantic type of spending time, but just I don't know, maybe in school talking to them more, in your work talking maybe in breaks, right? Or no, maybe no, as I said, cold approaching, right? Just getting rejected because I think this will develop you so much more. And just learning about female nature if you want to be in a relationship, how women actually work. This is the remaining 30%. Just 70%, as I said. This is like this 70% here. This is a prerequisite. You have to do it. You cannot implement this 30% because if this shit ain't gonna work. If you even try to implement this 30%, if you try to implement this 30% and not do whilst not doing this here, you're gonna fail. I can already tell you that. You're gonna stutter. You're not gonna have a strong eye contact. You're gonna have weak fucking posture. That's going to treat you like shit. And I know something about it. And I know because I was on your place. Because I was exactly in your shoes, brother. I was someone who was not respected by women, by everyone basically. People had like the basic respect for me, but other than that, fuck no. Respect is something that is earned. It's not given. If you want to have the base level of respect, you can stay mediocre all you want. But if you want the respect that people truly admire you and want to be like you have to quit this shit. And I mean it genuinely, because this shit destroys your dopamine system. It kills your soul. It puts you away from God. It basically is doing everything in your power to destroy you. And it's not even your fault. Like, yes, it's kind of your fault that you got addicted, but because if you would have a choice, I don't think you would watch it. Um, again, if you would have a fucking choice, you would not watch it. But it just this shit's so addictive. It's basically like cocaine. It's like drugs. It's like heroin because it's so addictive. And I know something, and I know this is one of the worst addictions that you can have. And I hope that you can honestly quit it and just be the best version of yourself. Honestly, again, if you want more like this autistic help, someone who will guide you through getting rid of your porn addiction, can check the link in the description. It costs less than probably fucking Netflix subscription, but yeah, stay hard because nobody will save you. The only person who can save you is the person I'm calling right now. Peace out.